my name is Janai Jones, and today I'll be discussing one of the many congenital heart diseases known as a ventricular septal defect. So the anatomy and basic structure of the cardiovascular system is composed of three main structures, which include the heart, the blood vessels, and also the blood itself. The blood vessels being our arteries, veins, and capillaries. This is known as the transport system, helping to transport oxygen around the blood and removing carbon dioxide and different waste products that our body may produce. The heart's job is to clean and help pump blood around the body, which is a great way for our bodies to survive and for our organs to function properly. The cardiovascular system plays an important role when we exercise, do daily activities, and also helps to maintain our stress levels. This helps to maintain body temperature and other factors included in that. The heart pumps at a constant 24 hours per day, so non-stop, even at rest. And the heart pumps blood through the heart, throughout the lungs, about 60 to 100 times per day. So functions of the cardiovascular system. So this helps to clot blood after an injury. So if you get a scrape, bruise, or cut, this helps to clot your blood so there is no further blood loss. This helps to transport hormones to certain target cells and organs. It also helps to regulate and maintain body temperature. This protects against disease and infection, what we know now as what are our white blood cells. This circulates oxygen throughout the blood and removes carbon dioxide with the help of the lungs. It provides cells with nutrients such as electrolytes. This system removes the waste products of metabolism to the excretory organs for disposal, such as urea is disposed throughout the kidneys. So what is a ventricular septal defect? So what the basis is basically a hole that is commonly found within the walls of the right and left ventricles. A ventricular septal defect is one type of a congenital heart defect, which means that this defect is commonly found at birth. The most early signs of a ventricular septal defect can be detected by a doctor by the sounds of a heart murmur through a stethoscope. Common tests that can be ran to verify that someone does have a ventricular septal defect can be a ECG, electrocardiogram, which is such as it's a ultrasound, X-ray, a pulse oximetry, or a cardiac catheterization. So common symptoms of what a ventricular septal defect is. It's going to be shortness of breath, fast or heavy breathing, sweating, tiredness while feeding, and also poor weight gain, which means someone with a ventricular septal defect is mainly probably not getting the necessary nutrients they'll need to maintain a healthy weight, and therefore loses a lot of weight within the process. If you look in the bottom right corner, you can see a better visual of what a ventricular septal defect is, and you can see the hole within the right and left ventricles of the heart. So what are the long-term implications of this disease? It's going to be heart failure if not treated properly, endocarditis, which is a term for infection of the heart. This can happen if the hole within the heart gets infected from infected blood that's being filtered throughout the heart. Arrhythmias, pacemaker implantation, high blood pressure in the lungs can be a big one, since a ventricular septal defect does make your heart work 10 times as hard as someone who has a normal heart, and stroke can be another factor from the heart being worked so hard excessively, because the blood that is being pumped through the heart is being pumped through the same left and right ventricles. So this blood is essentially being mixed. So the heart and lungs are just filtering blood constantly because good blood is mixing with oxygen poor blood at the same time. So treatment, what are the treatments for this this defect? It's going to be open heart surgery. It depends on how big the hole is in the heart, essentially, because if the hole is small, you're not going to need surgery at all, because most of the time, if you're an infant, the hole is going to heal itself. But if it's a really big hole, then open heart surgery will be needed. A cardiac catheterization, which is most likely gonna be like an implant within the chest, found within the collarbone. It's something to help to see if someone's heart rate is steady. Low heart rate can be a clear sign that someone needs to get treated. Medication may be for high blood pressure, because this does cause high blood pressure within the heart or the lungs. Or if someone needs their heart muscles to become strengthened, doctors will prescribe medication for this also. High calorie formulas. So with an infant, infants may need to have high calorie formulas because a lot of infants may become malnutrition from not wanting to eat, essentially. So they can lose a lot of weight. So this can, in turn, if an infant doesn't want to eat, you may have to force feed them within a feeding tube to essentially get them their needed nutrients and food. So here are my references, and thank you for listening to my short presentation about what a ventricular septal defect is.